chapter 10 of the textbook, we're going to be talking about power and authority and the philosophical basis for the power in the context of government, in the context of police force, in the context of influencing behavior. We start with some fundamental premises. One premise is that government is legitimate. That government has lawful authority to make laws, to enforce laws. And so as Christians, we find that basis in Romans 13. Romans 13:1 says, let every soul be subject to the higher powers. Romans 13:1 says, there is no power but from God. God is the source of power, authority. The word there is authority, which in Greek is exousia. There is no authority but that which comes from God. So God is the source of all authority. Now, the word for power is dunamos, from which we get the word dynamite. So power flows from authority. Authority is the right, the inherent right to direct activities, to cause behavior, to require certain behavior standards. So that authority begins with God. We believe in Western jurisprudence, in American government, that God created man and made man sovereign over the earth. We are told in Genesis that man is to have dominion over the earth. We are to control our surroundings, our environment. Now, we do this politically by delegating the authority that God has given to us to a smaller group, a governing group. So God creates man, man creates government, but all authority begins with God. God holds all authority. So when God delegates certain limited authority to us, we then are authorized to delegate limited authority to government to accomplish certain specified tasks. We specify those tasks in this country through the written Constitution. The Constitution describes the limits of government and the duties of government, and these are connected to the authority that comes from God. So, verse 2 in Romans 13 says, whoever resists the power, or resists the authority, the word there is exousia, resists the ordinance or the laws of God. So, the presumption is that the law is good, the law is godly, the law leads us to righteousness. So the legitimate function of government is to create an environment and to enforce such behavior as will produce a sustainable civil society. Make sense? Any questions about any of that? Dramatic pause.